So what is clustering? In architecture, clustering is a high section wall that contains a window above eye level. The main purpose of this style is to admit light or fresh air or both. Clustering is situated on an upper level of a Roman basilica or a nave of a Romanesque or a Gothic church, the wall of which rise above the roof lines of the lower aisles and a pitch with the windows. The one of the famous example of this clustering light is the Chartres Cathedral. Is one of the famous, authentic and complete works of Renaissance architecture of the early 13th century. It was the destinations of pilgrimage dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Generally, the church was ranked as one of the three chief examples of Gothic French architecture. It is noted not only for the architectural innovations but also for the numerous sculptures and its stained glass. The architectural style of the church was Gothic architecture, Romanesque architecture, French Gothic architecture, and High architecture. The architect of this church architect I'm going to say is the one who reconstructed the church, Jane Rixer or Leon Rixer, one of the best architects in 15th to 16th century. He is a French architect. He is known for his works of religious architecture, where he is always in the upper part of the wall containing windows to let the natural light in the building.
Good day everyone, I am Kian Palmas and I will be discussing all about translucent walls. Windows facilitate the entry of natural light indoors. They enable occupants of a house to enjoy the views of neighborhood or locality. In addition, they serve to keep the house cross-ventilated. Windows are important because it allows the passage of air and light without the risk of any intruder trespassing into the parameters and causing any harm. Now the size, material, and design of the window play an important role in the overall structure of the house and its maintenance. The element of light that I chose was the translucent wall. Translucent walls offers soft, diffuse, and natural lighting. With cellular polycarbonate, the translucent wall panel system insulate better and are more cost-effective alternative to a conventional glass wall. These industrial strength walls are impact resistant and low maintenance. This translucent wall can be placed in our Japanese house or urban house project because it has many benefits that the client will enjoy. For instance, using these translucent wall panels gives beauty like the cleanliness of the appearance of the building. It also offers durability, and lastly, it is cost saving. Aside from those benefits that I've mentioned, when you buy translucent polycarbonate wall panels, you save a lot of energy. You save a lot of energy through daylighting because they are translucent. Apart from saving energy, you also enjoy outstanding insulation value. This type of wall panels have provided a solution to a wide range of industrial structure. These wall panels are also used because it is resistant to leaks, such as air and water, because they have a superior insulation benefit. When it comes to durability, other types of wall panels in the market do not do better than these translucent polycarbonate wall panels. More than that, they are weather tight. I must say that this window gives you the best home lighting.
For the next element of light, we have the light well or atrium. An example of this can be seen in the ARCH house. The ARCH house is a 4-story high residential building and was designed by the Vietnamese studio VACO design firm for the Tao Dien area of the Ho Chi Minh City. Its distinctive feature is that the concrete ventilation blocks gives the building a distinctive facade. Varying in orientation, these blocks create a delicate pattern of light and shadow across the interior surfaces of one of the building's upper floors. It is a technique that is becoming increasingly popular in Vietnamese architecture, with other recent examples including a family house in Ho Chi Minh City by Vo Trong Nia and a house in the Central Highlands region by Corn Studio. Now, focusing on the element of light used inside the building, the VACO design firm utilized light wells. But what are light wells? A light well, also called a sky well or an air shaft, is an unroofed external space provided within the volume of a large building to allow light and air to reach what would otherwise be a dark or unventilated area. The VACO design placed a light well on a portion of the ceiling of the third floor of the H house, taking into note the pool and the lower floors in the planted courtyard. It essentially gave air ventilation to the upper floors and allowed natural light to reach the lower floors. In addition, light wells may be lined with glazed bricks to increase the reflection of sunlight within the space. It may have sunlight reflecting mirrors on the top of the well. Although the VACO design firm did not use the reflector mirrors in the H house, they did make use of ventilation bricks to block the harsh tropical sunlight in Vietnam. If light wells are used in a big structure and it itself is big, it may be referred to as an atrium. As additional benefits to the household, light wells serve to reduce the necessity for electric lighting, add essential space within the building, and provide an internal open space for windows to give an illusion of having a view outside. The H house had its light well so that the utility spaces receive maximum lighting and ventilation, while the living areas achieve higher levels of silence and privacy with enough view, light, and air. Overall, throughout the house, a material palette of wood and stone combines with the concrete and the light well to create a tranquil and relaxing atmosphere that references its tropical location.
Without windows, our architecture would be lifeless, heavy, and dark. We use window openings to control light, admit fresh air, and connect our interiors to the outside world. Because they control these key components of our built environment, windows are integral to setting the mood of a space. Sliver or ribbon windows have a particularly unique way of controlling the way we feel in a space. Used high in a wall, they wash the ceiling with uneven light, making a space feel secure yet luminous and introspective. Used low in a wall, they create a dramatic shift in focus, highlighting and reflecting the adjacent ground color, material, and weather outside. Used at or just below eye level, sliver windows create a carefully controlled horizontal frame view to the building's surroundings. By locating the sliver windows significantly below eye level, the architects have maintained a connection to the outdoors, provided natural lighting to the hallway, and directed to the interior-exterior sight lines towards the ground. For seated eye level, the upper sliver windows wash the space in ambient light, while light from the lower windows warm the wood walls. For standing eye level, most of these examples are found in the kitchen. It brings a verdant view into the kitchen, provides ample natural light to the work surfaces as well as the entire room, and it's a weightless counterpart to massive and weighty elements that comprise the kitchen below the windows.
Indirect light or indirect lighting. The technique of indirect lighting, sometimes called uplighting, uses one or more fixtures to aim light onto the ceiling and upper walls, which act as reflectors and distribute the light evenly throughout the room. Indirect light or indirect lighting is a form of ambient lighting. It minimizes shadows and reflected glare. Indirect light is the light spread that lands outside of the direct scope and light objects other than those in the direct illumination spread. Indirect light examples include ambient roof lighting, filtered light through blind or curtains, and reflected light from walls and surfaces. With indirect lighting, the light is radiant against the ceiling or a wall and reflected from the back into the room. The question is indirect lighting better? Instead of adding more direct light sources, indirect lighting is a great way to add more lumen to the room without the sharp contrast of light shadow from directional light. Direct light illuminates the room with an even smooth light. It will make the room feel light, warm, and welcoming.
CAP is a project of renovation designed by AAVP Architecture, an architectural practice based in Paris, France, led by Vincent Pereira Atelier. The architects converted a 19th century photo studio in Paris into two prestigious duplexes. It is located in the 2nd arrondissement 75002, Paris, France. The specified element of light in this project is the skylight. Skylights serve a few important purposes. For starters, they aid in the heating and cooling of a home. In the summer, they allow hot air to escape if they can be opened, and in the winter, they insulate. They can also provide natural light to a home, which can help to reduce energy costs. Natural light exposure rather than artificial light has been linked to a variety of health benefits, including improved mood and increased creativity. Natural light has also been shown to improve performance in the workplace. They brighten low-light areas and provide a much-needed dimension to a wide variety of rooms. Just like adding mirrors on the walls, skylights can make a room feel bigger and more spacious. Plus, you can get a view of night sky or nature during the day.